I'm late. Forgive me. Forgive me, please. I'll get on my knees. Please forgive me. Hello, hello. We're back. Can you guys see me and hear me okay? I got my drink and I'm ready to go through these wild files. Let me know if you guys can see me okay, because my computer's telling me I have too many screens open and too many things downloaded. Epstein Files is taking over. Taking over. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. If you missed the earlier live, we did cover a plethora of cases, so please definitely make sure you go check that out. Replay and hit the like button. Do the same thing here. Thank you for being here. We are not going to be as live with Epstein as we were yesterday. I did a 5-hour live. No way. We're going to be like here for like an hour or two, but don't worry, I'm posting and doing every day. I'm going to start dropping some Epstein shorts and videos as well, maybe tonight or tomorrow. So I'm working on that. Today I have, well, I have a lot. I have a lot of documents. I don't know that we're going to get through all of them. There's 3 of them that are over 10 pages, 30 pages, and then there's the 2 big files that I want to read. I think I'm going to do a separate live for both of those. One of those was including the autopsy that we reviewed yesterday, Jeffrey Epstein's autopsy. And so those are going to be separate. There's a lot here. There's a lot going on. But we're going to just read a few of the documents, and then we're going to try to get through the photo set that we were looking at yesterday. I didn't know who a lot of the people were, so don't come for me. Don't get upset. I'm not like super savvy into politicians. We don't even talk politics here. It's generally not even something I want. But since it does include a lot of politicians, we have no choice here for this subject matter. So trigger warning, lots going on here. Lots of SCX, predators, mofos, pedos. But I did want to share this clip. It's from The Simpsons. It's a little picture meme thing, which I found really ironic. And then I'll say hello to everyone. Look at this. A line from the episode of The Simpsons that aired 26 years ago. It says, "Warning, some creepy figures on an island are secretly running the world." And with that being said, the creator of The Simpsons is also in the files. I don't know that we'll get to that one today, but we eventually will. Maybe tomorrow. So yeah, everyone is in the Epstein files, everyone but me. So that's good. At least you know you're safe here. You got nothing to worry about. So who isn't in the Epstein files is what we're more concerned about, right? Let me pull up the first document. And I'll say hello to everyone. We're going to start from the bottom of the emails because that's how they start. I might know who a lot of these people are. I might not. And I'm going to do half screen. I like that better. And let me say hello to everyone. Not trying to be rude. I saw Evie, Crease, Debbie, Robert. Hello, hello. I saw hello. Pizza. They removed a lot of pictures. Yes, I was going to say that actually. You beat me to it. Pizza Hut. They did. They're removing things, which if they're not real, et cetera, why remove them? Why redact? Something's going on here and it's weird. I don't like it. The earlier live we went over Elon Musk and his company in France got raided today for CSAM, the cyber people, the cyber police. But anyways, so yeah, I looked for myself because I didn't believe it that people were saying, oh my God, things got removed. Things are absolutely getting removed. And a lot of the ones that got removed, like 1,000 files, were Donald Trump related today. So that's a little shady, don't you think? I saw ATS News and I saw Old Days. Hello. Glad you made it. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Abe. And hello, Abe. I just saw Abe. I'm just going through this. I saw Nicole Irony and I saw Abuelitas. Hello, hello. Abe, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Or yeah, thank you. And hi, Lycan. Okay, let's get started. Hey, Jay, good to see you. I'm glad you made it. Peter Mandelson in the UK is being investigated by cops on potential corruption charge. Oh, yeah. Things are starting to really go down. We're getting into the whole death of Epstein on a separate live by itself because it's wild. You guys, it's wild. One of the, hey, 𝗶𝗶𝗍𝗶𝗍𝗶, just wait, no one will ever get arrested. That's terrible. It's really, I'm going to be really disappointed because this is horrific. It claims of eating humans, children, raping children, selling children, abusing children, can't hide from Jesus. Yeah, well, that's true also. We'll be covering this tomorrow. Okay, yeah, Jay, email me. Jay, email me tonight. I just dropped it. And I saw Glenda in here. That's messed up. Yo. So one of these, they're talking about like creating babies and prolonging life, et cetera, et cetera. Eyes Wide Shut was basically, I know it's on my list to review everything. I'm going through each Epstein file and I'm researching like what's involving, what is about, and then I'm trying to decipher if it's like a bigger deal than if you could make it into an individual life. Former prince has been evicted from his, yes, that's very true. Okay. JE is probably on his private island. Well, there's a picture. Did I save it for you guys? I might wanted to share. I know I wanted to share the Simpsons one. There's a picture where allegedly it's him 2 days after his death on the island. Oh yeah, so the Simpsons, yeah, the creator of them works at a nuclear plant, about 40 years of messages. Also, do you guys remember John McAfee? He also had something going on. His death also was very suspect, and there's a video of him that I'm gonna be showing you guys. Hold please while I check. There's a lot. I might have a few of the ones that were downloaded. One of the ones that was downloaded was the one with the complaint calls that we did on the very first live. So yeah, there's one photo that got removed, and it was, I'm going to tell you what it says. Donald Trump wanted to meet him. A Trump unknown man approached her, offered to introduce her to Trump, auctioned them. He measured the children's vulva. That one's the one that got removed. So things are definitely getting removed. Let's just get started on the ones I have and we'll go from there. So this first one is an email from Brian. Let's go to the top. Brian Bishop, to Brian Bishop from Jeffrey Epstein. So Brian Bishop apparently is a biohacker. Is that what it's called? Or no, am I wrong? I thought he was something big in healthcare. Yeah, Brian Bishop is as a biohacker who pitched a controversial scientific project to the late Jeffrey Epstein. In July 2018, Bishop emailed Epstein proposing a project aimed at creating the first human designer baby and potentially a human clone. Bishop requested roughly 1.7 million annually for 5 years, along with 1 million for the lab setup, totaling to 9.5 million for the venture. Documents reveal that Bishop mentioned conducting mouse testing at Academy of Medical Sciences in Ukraine. Despite the detailed proposals sent to Epstein, Bishop also, denies anything. But let's read this email. Oh boy. These are just dark. Get ready. Yeah, I heard about this. It was from anonymous tip line. Too many were just making things up and contacted and couldn't provide more details. Don't forget, files were removed because victims' names were available. And I haven't read not one victim name. So I must have been going through like a total maybe the way I started the sets. It's hard. It's not like they just list the files. You have to like go find them almost. The pictures are easy to access, and you have to have a lot of space to download them because oh boy. Yeah, I feel like we're living in a movie for sure. Things are getting really weird. Um, so this says, okay, let's get started. This one is to Brian from Jeff. Oh, let me start at the beginning. Yeah, at the bottom. Okay. It says attached to the doc. Brian writes, attached is the document you requested. It's the quote unquote use of funds spreadsheet for the designer baby and human cloning company. This gets us out of our self funded garbage biology phase to the first live birth of a human designer baby and possibly a human clone within 5 years. Once we reach the first birth, everything changes and the world will never be the same again, much less the future of the human species. So this would have like gone down in 2023. Epstein died in 2019. This email is from 2018. This is crazy. Attached doc shows 1.7 million per year for up to 5 years plus 1 million for lab setup. 9.5, which is what we just read. Next steps. I'm happy to hop on another call or I could take a trip to meet you in person. And if you have any thoughts about what I might be missing or whether this is a reasonable estimate to get to the first live birth, then I would really appreciate any feedback you have. I am traveling to Lithuania for August 7th through the 14th, and I'll probably be unreachable during that time. Google Doc version here, and it has been redacted. Thank you, Brian, with his contact information. And Jeffrey responds, no rush. A human designer baby? What? I'm looking it up. Seeding the human race with his own DNA. What is like a human, just a clone? Improved super race of humans using genetic engineering. That's really intense. So it's definitely possible. And if anything, someone has already figured it out. I mean, this is 2018. Gene editing technology on human reproductive cells. Hope to see the human race with his DNA. That is creepy to think about. Remember Bill Clinton talking about cloning in the 90s? You can look it up. Yes, the wealthy and royalty all design their children. Clinton talked about banning cloning, but they all call cloning something else to bypass the law. That's wild. Okay, let me pull up the next document. I tried to do that pizza. It wouldn't let me. Imagine 100 little Epsteins. I mean, he's smart, so that wouldn't be too bad, but not if they're anything like the father. Okay, so let's move on to the next email. This one is with somebody named Gino Yu. To Jeffrey, written by someone I'm mentoring. We need to look up who that is. Oh, sorry. Let me share the document. Before Epstein passed away, allegedly Elon met with him in secret as well. Yeah, Elon, I know, is in these docs too. Like I said, everyone is. Thank you, Timo, for being here. Is that even I don't it's insane. It's insane the shit that's coming out of these. Okay, so this is like you see on the screen, Gino Yu. I don't know. Maybe just it just says that this person also appears on the Black Book. Oh, let's see. Gino Yu, stage 3 child essay victim undergoing experimental program hosted by you, who's developing social abilities. Ties to Chris Wink Blue Man Group, co-founder reference. Oh, and the victim has made like videos about it and stuff. Her name is Natalie, I believe, according to this Reddit. Let's read this document. Start at the bottom. Jeffrey Epstein writes on January 17th, 2018. What prompted this? Oh, that's what he responded to Gino's email. He says, destroying trolls one day at a time. This trend of bullying people who think differently by laughing at their journey is over. I will not stop standing up for myself and people like me. We're not crazy. We're fucking geniuses. Finally getting my official IQ test today so I can shut you haters the F up. I will be a Mensa member Mark. I will be a Mensa member. Mark my words. I took IQ tests for money when I was in high school to help a psychologist with her PhD dissertation. I always scored in the 90th percentile on standardized testing besides math. That was 93. That means I tested higher than 95.5 of the population. This is without studying, skipping and sleeping through most classes, being addicted to drugs and generally not giving an F about outcomes, just being really competitive and interested in knowledge. I'll never forget her face when she sat me and my parents down to tell me how well I tested. I'll never forget the doctors' faces when they reviewed my x-rays, CT, and MRI scans following trauma to my school from my ex. They feared irreparable brain damage, but found to their surprise my brain was in fact incredibly healthy, more brain activity than the average person, enlarged corpus callosum, just like Albert Einstein, a trait that is now linked to autism, a disease that runs in my family. 2 of my cousins have been diagnosed. I worry we will all have a tinge of it. Other science has suggested it could be an adaptation to prevent against Alzheimer's disease, which runs heavily in my bloodline and has taken the lives of so many of my ancestors. A disease I believed developed as maladaptation to trauma. I think somehow my genes mutated to give me this adaptation that would save me from the fate I could have faced. I think I have Asperger's. In fact, I know it. I've been telling everyone since the day I learned its existence in my psychology class. No one ever wanted to believe me or admit they suspected it, either out of fear or that it would destroy me. But holy shit, accepting this diagnosis is freeing me from my internal suffering, the fighting with myself. I need the world to understand we need to educate people with diagnosis, not hide it from them while attempt to treat and heal them without asking how they want to be treated. My SAT, I skipped every preparation class and smoked weed and drank instead. Came in determined to outscore my high intelligent blue ribbon honor roll classmates. Oh, and I wanted to get out of there so as soon as possible. So I got myself through the test essentially by guessing and rushing. I was unbothered by stress that I trusted my intuition instead of expecting myself to know everything. This is how I outscored my classmates who had to retake tests and prepare their lives prepare like their lives depended on it. I think they let their parental and societal pressure make their lives so much harder. Somehow I didn't have to choose success or happiness. I knew I could do what I wanted and still do well in life. I think my unwavering belief in myself and good luck is what got me as far as I did. I just wish my story could motivate people to be themselves so much harder and stop being paralyzed by performance anxiety and just know they're going to kill it. Yes, I'm taking the IQ test again, but I need to know the results. I need to recap the benefits of the community of people like me. I know I deserve a little help for as long as I've suffered. I encourage you all to do the same. We all deserve to be rewarded for suffering in one way or another. Seek help, seek answers, seek diagnosis. These things set you free. That's a really interesting, odd email from Gino. Jeffrey said, what prompted this? Gina wrote, I'm in Paris and was about to write you, and it popped up. She's classic stage 3 in the model. Outlier, who is intelligent, who was traumatized when she was young, sexual abuse, and now gradually coming into her own becoming, self-realized, can share our text interactions with her permission, starting to develop special abilities. This trip, we found a lot of stories like this, have been working with many such people with the model with good success. Incidentally, she's based in NYC, can set up a meeting if you have interest. In London, I met with a group that leverages iboga and spiritual traditions from Gabon to offer this. Alternate paradigm supports companies and their desire to be the very best they can be. Are they like scouting people here? What is even going on, if anything? Autism Autism is connected to have metals present in the brain, but develop people have been paid to keep quiet. We need to detox our body from parasites. Google Mensa Beto. What is it? Prions is connected to having multiple. Is that what they're talking about? Hey, Eep. Glad to see you. Let's continue. Using enhanced energetic and psychic readings, the AP team can map an entire company using only its name, deliver a detailed diagnostic of the company's well-being, and identify the practical, energetic, structural, and psycho-emotional blockages preventing from operating at its optimal capacity. This work is done with unobtrusively, without employee interviews, meetings, or time-consuming disruption, in collaboration with CEOs. With advanced spiritual technology, alternate paradigms can then implement solutions on both collective and individual levels, adjusting and recalibrating the company's culture and processes, optimizing human resources, collaboration, and communicating to align to a common goal, direct mission, and energy. Is alternate paradigm is the answer for companies that seek transformation and optimization of company culture, processes, or human resources through ethical approach and conscious growth. Interesting new models will come up with a big plan with Peter Fenwick and Rupert Sheldrake. Could also use a remainder of the 100K funds that you've offered me a while back. Getting really good results, but second personality modality is definitely required. I'm seeing Kevin O'Regan tomorrow for lunch. Sends a link. Our event is in Paris tonight. Sends a link. Gino. Jeffrey said, what prompted your Asperger email? Gino says, I just shared with you a message that I got from someone that I'm mentoring based upon the stages model. Her message popped up as I was about to write you to see if you were around or knew people here I should meet, and I shared it with you. The caravan trip has been really wonderful in meeting people that are stage 3. These are people who are developing different perspective of reality and discovering the gifts that they have. Also in rallying others who have strong interest in this area. Among the projects emerging include a base-to-use science-based approach and Eastern practices to help sort these stage 3 people out. I understand that you were not happy with the results of the Cuba conference that you funded, but I feel that the work is important towards helping people identify and recognize the gifts that they have, which may not be accepted or well understood by society today. This is why your support is important to me and why I'm communicating you my work, and why I'm grateful for the path that your commitment of funds has given me and the confidence to undertake. My intention for sending you this email is to show that it is relevant work and that people are benefiting. People that would normally otherwise fit in are learning to accept themselves and the abilities beyond what society would consider normal that are possible. New models are also people such as the alternate paradigms group and are finding their way. New forms of knowing without knowing how one knows. Wait, are they talking still about the cloning the people? This one dimensional sounds. Yeah, but what is this person saying? Like that's what I'm a little confused on this document. It sounds like they're scouting for like am I wrong? Let me see if I can pull up. Yeah, it doesn't tell me. I'd have to find the post that okay, so I'm assuming this is like some scientist or something. Gene editing. Yeah, it's like they're scouting people for who to clone, and are they selecting like people who have autism and Asperger's and stuff? Don't come for me if I'm wrong. I was thinking I had something saved about this in my bookmarks, but oh, I do want to show you guys that as well from yesterday. Mm, okay, so it's Epstein's talking about creating people with supernatural abilities by traumatizing them and also human clone designer babies. That's what this email is about with Gino. And traumatizing people with supernatural abilities. Using enhanced energetic and psychic readings, structural and psycho-emotional blockages. She's classic in stage 3, who is intelligent, was traumatized. Hmm. That's very, and trauma for adrenaline. Wow. Beyond what society would consider normal. I understand you're not happy with the results of the Cuba conference. He was funding something. And he says, I'm grateful for the path that your commitment of funds. The subject is written by someone I'm mentoring. Reply. But yeah, the post on X says creating people with supernatural abilities by traumatizing them and also human clone and designers. And then Brian Bishop, the guy that we talked about earlier, it says he's discussing gene editing and techniques for embryos related lab work. There's also links to the Chinese scientist. That's interesting. Let me go to the next document. This is hold please. I am copying the ones that I haven't downloaded so that I don't lose them when the government takes them down, because like I said and mentioned earlier, they are taking things down. So shady. Really is. The next one is with Eddie Aragon. I tried to look up who that is and I couldn't get like a legit answer. Let me share the screen. Oh, I'll zoom in too. My bad. I didn't zoom in on the other ones. Remember Britney Spears' music video way back when she was in a cloning lab? Yes, I do. I was a big Britney fan. I'm an autistic woman, so I've been trying to follow this part. My theory is along with JE's weird ideas about genetics. He's latched onto us because he thought he could train us. They're trying to figure out what the pineal gland can do to our third eye and adrenaline. Yeah, they are taking adrenaline. Weren't they taking adrenaline from humans? Because I guess when you go through trauma, there's some kind of a liquid chemical in your body, adrenaline, and they were making children go through trauma, and then they were extracting it and they're selling it, is what I was reading. Now that is freaky. If I'm right, I might be mistaken. Yeah, adrenochrome. That's interesting. So is a chemical compound produced by the oxidation of adrenaline with molar mass of 179.17 grams per mole. It was investigated between the 1950s and 1970s as a potential cause of schizophrenia. It is distinct research compound unrelated to sensationalized and conspiratorial claims. They torture children to harvest the chemical adrenochrome from their blood, which they inject in order to stay healthy. Adrenochrome is a biomolecule produced in the body by the oxidation of the hormone adrenaline, hence its name. Whoa. Okay, this article too. Don't mention that word, give it another name. Yeah, because they're flagging, huh? YouTube and the government. I don't doubt it. I'm seeing a lot of people report on it, but not as many as I would hope to be reporting on it. Okay. Let's read this document. It says a dark reality of Hollywood blood harvesting conspiracy. Yo. Um, it says the dark ages were rife with plague. Okay. A favorite topic of the interconnected QAnon and Pizzagate conspiracy communities. AC harvesting long predates these groups. It was, however, resurrected during the COVID-19 pandemic. Reddit removed a dedicated subreddit on July 30th. On Friday, July 30th, conspiracy theories plan to hold their first Child Lives Matter protests in Hollywood to expose CT advertising the event with references to AC, adrenal. Harvesting conspiracy theory is a portent of human virality, the ways in which unpopular culture animates social media platforms. Is a compound that occurs in the body, but about which little scientific research has been done. Yeah, it must be violently extracted from the human glands. Oh, Johnny Depp. There was a scene in one of Johnny Depp's movie about it. The same video was shared on Pizzagate. Whoa. February 2019, InfoWars for just featured a segment on this, linking it to the Clinton Foundation via EpiPen manufacturers and to the highly controversial young blood transfusion startup. A month later, these documentaries began to emerge on YouTube. The recent can be traced back to the pandemic. That's wild. Let's read this next email. That might come back up in some other ones. I named my daughter, Fear and Loathing. I love that movie. That's what Hillary and Huma did to the little girl. People talk about it on other video platforms that are less censored. We'll call it Chrome. Sick footage. Okay. Let's read this email is Edward. Oh yeah, I said it earlier, right? Eddie Aragon. Okay, so this bottom says from redacted to redacted. Subject, Jeffrey Epstein. It says, interesting how they don't show who is to and from here, but up here they put from Eddie, but not to who. It says, Edward, this is sensitive, so it will be the first and last email, depending on your discretion. You can choose to take it or trash it, but this comes from a person that has been there and seen it all as a former staff at Zorro. The material below was taken from Jeffrey Epstein's home as my insurance in case of future litigation against Jeffrey. Sorry, no questions. What is damning about Jeffrey Epstein is yet to be written. Did you know somewhere in the hills outside the Zorro, 2 foreign girls were buried on orders of Jeffrey and Madame G. Ghislaine? Both died by strangulation during rough fetish sex. November 21st, 2019. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So this person is saying that he has videos and that he knows 2 girls, foreign girls were buried at the Zorro Ranch. Both died by strangulation during rough fetish sex. I believe that too. Wow. And it says, here's a video footage of Jeffrey Epstein. Not the receipts. It says 1, 13 minutes, 57 seconds, sex video with minor. 2, 27 minutes, threesome. Link 3, 12 minutes, threesome video. 4, 19 minutes, underage girl, SCX video. The next link is 7 minutes, Matthew Milan video, underage girl. Matthew Mellon? Who the hell is that? He's a cryptocurrency billionaire, and he's dead. Didn't I just say that yesterday? Everyone involved with Jeffrey Epstein, it's a lie. They say they either take their own life, commit or someone takes them out. I'm thinking someone's taking them out. Virginia didn't do it. Jeffrey didn't do it. That other guy in France didn't do it. They're saying this guy is dead, and he died in a facility at the age of 54. Crypto, yeah. He died in 2018. He was worth $200 million. I believe more than that. He had been battling addiction. People say the monster deserved to die. That's what Google says. That's what Google says. Huh. So there's a video with Matthew and an underage girl. There's another link of 23 minutes RAPE fantasy video, underage girl. What the? So this person who we don't know because it's redacted has allegedly video proof of all of this. Sick. Then another video is 15 minutes. Girl from Bay Area. Unaliving attempt confession to Madame G. Audio. Please arrange for 1 Bitcoin by 6 p.m. today, November 22nd, 2019, to this wallet address. The USB will be sent anonymously to your attention overnight courier. You have my assurance this is exclusive, never shared before. No attorneys, no samples, no questions. Please confirm ASAP. Someone that used to work, it says former staff at Zorro. I looked up Clinton security detail. If security ever gets subpoenaed, it's basically a death sentence. Power and wealth gets dark, but it's all called anti-Semitic, if you mention. Yeah. So it says that Eddie forwarded the message to somebody. Jeffrey Epstein, maybe? But why block it out? Redact it. That is insane. Hold please. Let me put this in my spreadsheet. That is really, really, really crazy. So this one is with so allegedly there's bodies at Zorro Ranch, which we've kind of already assumed that. Okay, let's move on to the next. These are just dark. This one is I believe Jeffrey wrote it, Jeffrey Epstein, and it's to Les Wexner, the Victoria's Secret guy. I'll zoom in and we can get started on this. The hatch was probably submersibles. The G lady's father was a Mossad founder, Ghislaine. His girlfriend has ownership of the ranch and it's not Ghislaine. Yes. Okay, so I did come across that today. I want to include that in a live when we do the prison stuff. Allegedly, Jeffrey Epstein loved another woman. He was planning to leave all his money to her and properties and stuff. And that's in a lot of these documents that I'm gathering, because it's in a will and it's in, I think, the death documents as well. Chat, what's the name of the ranch that is haunted with? Well, I don't know, but let's get started on this. Zorro Ranch sounds like a freak show too. Says Les, I am truly sorry to hear that you have been the target of an extortion attempt by the same girl that has tried to extort 𝗠𝗲𝗹𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆 Yeah, the Prime Minister of Israel. Alan Dershowitz and Prince Andrew. I guess she's either using bottom feeder or she's being used by them. I am certain that John Ziegler has transmitted my suggestion that you and I sit down together. I was told that the family had no interest in a meeting. As I did not ask for a meeting with family, I find that answer unsatisfactory. I have never once, not once, done anything but protect your interest. I owe a great debt to you, as frankly you owe to me. I was not surprised by your reticence to sit with me when my bad judgment with women became a cause of celebre. As I'm sure you recall, you didn't sit with your mother or sister or Sharon when a conflict arose, as I did for you. You didn't sit with Jack Kessler, Stanley, or Stanley's son. I did it for you. Son, I did it for you. I never asked to see you. I never sent you a request. Abigail and I sat. She asked many questions. She made many unfair, aggressive, and false accusations, none of which could have been fully answered without violating a confidence with you, but many of which I did not answer, some that I did. You and I had a gang of stuff for over 15 years, a great deal of it that she was unaware of. I had no intention of divulging any confidence of ours, no matter what accusations she made, and she made quite a few. And I'm sure she told you. I didn't argue with her, threaten her, or you, or in any way did not behave as I had always, putting your interests first. I always told you I would never, under any circumstance, give it up or put you in harm's way, no matter who, what, or when. I would guess that if things have not changed much, as I know you well, that you will find a need to show this letter to Abigail. If so, I would ask that you not raise your shoulders, purse your lips, or tell her I have no idea what he means. Is Jeffrey asking for something? There must be more to it. We don't know what we don't know. Oh, I don't know who typed this in. It says, is Jeffrey asking for something? Quote unquote, there must be more to it. We don't know what we don't know. Well, whoever it is, somebody was trying to extort Prince Andrew, Alan Dershowitz, and the Prime Minister of Israel. Oh, food he left Ghislaine $10 million, but he left his pilot the same amount. She was just one of his employees. Epstein worked for Maxwell. Look up who her father is. Yeah, I know. I started kind of getting into that. It's there's so many people involved, you guys. It's wild. Um, okay, I found some videos that I want to show you guys after this. I'm trying to find if this because it's to Lex, but I thought I had a note on who wrote it. It doesn't say who it's from, so maybe not. Hmm. Okay, so I also did find the list of words. So hot dog equals boy. These are what the references are in the Epstein files. Hot dog equals boy, pizza equals girl, cheese equals little girl, pasta equals little boy, ice cream male prostitute, walnut person of color, map equals semen, sauce equals orgy. Um, just for reference. So there's a lot to it. Yeah, I know pizza. We shouldn't I might need your help. They are breaking I haven't heard this since Pizzagate. Yeah, I know. You guys remember this picture? We went over it yesterday. Remember him in the cake of the breast or chest? Remember this from yesterday? We missed the background. We missed what's in the background right here. I saw that and I was like, okay, we need to touch base on this. So those books in the background, it's the Talmud, the Jewish holy book says, and this says that the RAPE of Gentiles is a sacrament of their faith. Goy girls are in a state of filth from birth. A Jew may violate but may not marry a non-Jew girl. A Jew may have sex with a child as long as the child is less than 9 years old. A girl of 3 years and 1 day can be betrothed by intercourse. That's the series in the back, and I totally missed that. Isn't that wild? Shall we read it? Hey, Jakey. Yeah, Pizza says, I can't see. It's too small. Yeah, it's a, is it Talmud? Mood? It's not a series. It's a Jewish sacred scripture. I have some books on it. Really? Okay. I'll have to get into it, look into it. But yeah, it was in the background of this picture that we went over yesterday. So I wanted to show you guys that. Okay, let's move on. I did want to show you before we get to the next email. There's just like little things that I needed to touch base with you guys back on. Oh. Before I forget. Okay, yeah. So I told you guys about the Simpson creator who's in these as well. I might show you guys that one tomorrow. And then this is one of the guys in the pictures yesterday. 𝗠𝗲𝗹𝗆𝗆𝗆. He is an Emirati businessman. He is a chairman and chief executive officer of DP and the chairman of Ports, Customs, and Free Zone. One of Dubai's most prominent business and political families. I don't know if you guys can see this picture, but let me share because I think he was in the pictures we went through yesterday and we couldn't figure out who this was. Did we? Is that too small? Damn it. Sorry, guys. Some things I can make. Whoa, sounds inappropriate. I won't say it. Okay, yeah. He's the CEO of. Yeah. I thought we saw him in the pictures. I might be tripping. It might be in the ones we're looking at today. Sorry if I'm wrong. Yeah, he's an Emirati business of the ports. Boss of shipping and ports giant. British port operator. Led DP World's property development subsidiary. One of Dubai's most prominent businessmen. Anyways, there's that. Okay, next document. The next that's funny. The next document is okay, so we read the Lex email or whoever wrote that to Les Wexner. Give me a minute, let me make my notes. Okay, we're gonna get to the picture soon. This next email is to Jeffrey Epstein. Something about a young girl. Let me share. It says, please note this is my new email address. Okay. Monday, May 14th, 2012. Jeffrey writes, I would teach redacted, not redacted. You didn't even say thanks. Sorry for all the typos. This person responds, really? Sorry. Thank you for everything. I was just trying to make everyone happy. I hope you're not mad. You must know that I'm always very thankful. I'm so glad you had so much time yesterday. How was the girl? And then this person says, mad? Question mark. Jeffrey says, no, just disappointed, pointed, more of the same, no giving, little effort, old, safe friend, nothing either new or sexy. You are too smart to not understand. And then this person says, pleasure spending time with you, but you stopped teaching me, right? If you want a girl that would suck your COCK, say so. But that was not the deal you made last time you were in Paris, did you? We all had a great time yesterday. Thank you. I'm sorry if it wasn't as you expected. You told me to bring over one girl. You didn't say whether it can be a friend or not. I already came with three. You don't think they were pretty? What do you want exactly? Easy young girls? And that's when Jeffrey says, no, just disappointed. More of the same. No giving, little effort. Old safe friends. Nothing either new or sexy. Creepy. Doesn't say who it's from. Easy young girls. Sick. This is why I'm moving off grid eventually. Pizza, bring me with you. Les Wexner claims that demon from Dybbuk controls his evil mind. Les Wexner, the Victoria's Secret guy. Um, okay. So creepy email. All of these are. Let me pull up the next one before we get to the pictures. I'm going to get to the pictures here soon. Okay. This next one is from someone in the FBI to someone in the FBI. It's not much on here. Well, there is. Let me show you. The DOJ is breaking the law by redacting these names while they simultaneously have exposed around 30 victims. They were only supposed to redact victims. Oh, yeah. No, they redacted a lot. A lot. And now they're taking them down. So this is from April 6, 2025. FBI to someone in the FBI. The names are redacted, but it says right here, New York FBI. Subject, responsive material review of videos and images. Hi, redacted, attaches the spreadsheet we discussed on Friday and updated as we noted. Additionally, SA, special agent, redacted, provided an overall summary of the content. Please find attached 1B, okay, whatever. 1B contains responsive data obtained from evidence items which were seized through sealed search warrants. Review of the summary. Review summary. Most of the files are internet image and video-based files, including commercial adult porn. Some images of nude, age difficult females in a sexually suggestive poses in various locations, including a beach and an apartment. Some images are of nude, age difficult females appear to be located at various residences owned by Jeffrey Epstein. In these images, the women are solo with multiple women, and in approximately 20 images, Epstein is with topless females. Some images contained identifiable CSAM possessed by Epstein. None of the CSAM was produced by him. None of the commercial videos and images with nude females have third-party men. None of the videos, images depict adults engaging in criminal activity. Epstein was observed in multiple videos, but not engaging in sex. Tuesday, April 10th. Let me see. April 8th. Yeah. So then, oh, okay. So they didn't redact the name here. It says from Justin Williams to redacted. Why not redact his name, but redact everybody else in the FBI? Says, good morning. Our team sent over videos from the extractions. The NY needed this for analysis. There were 107 videos total. 159 of the 170 were 50 and 31 cases from the New York Violent Crime Threat Department. Okay, so we're just talking about going through these. There wasn't really much there, but I did want to go over what was found in these files. Sick. Okay. The next document is, let's get to the pictures. Oh, wait, actually, let's go over this one. This is to Jeffrey, September 21st, 2011. It doesn't say who else is involved here, though. Okay, this says to Jeffrey, F writes, don't know if you're still on this BBM, but heard from the Duke that you had a baby boy, even though you never kept in touch. I am still here with love and friendship. Congratulations on your baby boy. Sarah I believe this is Sarah Ferguson. Is that the wife? That's Fergie, right? Who we came across yesterday in the files. So it says she wrote him and says, congratulations on your baby boy. So who's the baby boy? Yeah, they sacrificed but kept many of these monsters safe and sound. They kept the most sensitive materials. I believe they kept the good stuff from the public. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Fergie's a freak. Is she? Andrew's wife. Is it wife or ex? Right before you came in, she mentioned the words. Yeah, I did. I can go through them again. Yeah, so apparently I want to know who the son is. Says congratulations on your baby boy. And it says Sarah Ferguson shuts down after. Wait. Oh shit. It says this charity founded by Sarah Ferguson shuts down after the release of the Epstein emails. Oh, she's a horrible toad of a woman, put her daughters in this orbit. Wow. The charity shut down. I'm shook. I mean, I'm not, but that the charity shut down, good. She was in contact with him while he was in prison. So that's what that email is. So she says here he has a baby boy. So where's the son? Who's the son? Didn't she support Andrew? Yeah, she's a sick woman. Okay. Let's see. Do I have any more documents before I show the pictures? Wow. Why would she say it if it's not true? You know what I mean? And it's in an email from 2011. Who is a secret child of Jeffrey Epstein? Secret son. Emails reveal 15 years ago. Is that it says that it's a child. You remember the 32-page document? I'm going to drop a video on that tonight. The part I did of reading it. Sarah Ferguson's congratulates him on the birth of a son in 2011. I wonder if it's that girl. Remember the 32-page document? Here, let me share it. This one that went over the first live. This one. Remember, she says she's an incubator. I wonder if that's who, and she says that her baby got taken away multiple times. She was a victim. This was a journal. She said, I'll drop that video tonight. So if you guys don't have to go through the whole live, if you don't want to. But she says she has a daughter here. But I thought she had more than a daughter. I don't know. Who is Jeffrey Epstein's long lost son? Mandamus' mother was married to someone with the last name. Yeah, hers was a baby girl, I think. Hey, Leona. Yeah, it's the same one. It's the same Fergie. Okay, so this one is Jeffrey Epstein from NEM in 2009, and they're talking about ovulation. I don't really know who it is or what or why. Um, let's read this one. It's just 2 pages. I think I actually took notes on this one. So, yeah. Sorry, I was looking for the notes on. Maybe I didn't save it. Let's just go through it really quick. It says October 20th, 2009, from Jeffrey. It's 8. I am going to sleep. I tried to call, got no answer. I didn't get your calculation. My show is that if you ovulated the 12th through the 17th and your cycle is between 43 to 46 days, then October 25th through the November 2nd is only possible, and most likely the 28th. Where did you get the 23rd? It says from NEM. The person responds, okay, maybe I didn't explain well the difference between actual ovulation and a positive ovulation LH surge test. I have been referring to the positive LH test as ovulation, but it is more accurately just an indication that ovulation is about to occur. Ovulation test. So it's talking about test detecting, allowing you to predict when you will ovulate. Positive result in ovulation test means that the woman will most likely would become fertile over the next 3 days. The moment of the ovulation egg is released, you need to have sex the days preceding ovulation when you detect the surge. My LH surge was September 9th and 10th. Actual ovulation, most likely September 11th or 12th. Blood test done on September 14th. Period, September 26th. Next ovulation, October 25th. L surge, October 23rd. Period, November 8th. So whoever he's talking to, he was trying to have more babies. Supposedly, Clinton had a son half American. Really? Yeah, I from NEM. I wonder who that is. I was thinking maybe it was Ghislaine, but let me see if it it doesn't say. He was really trying to get somebody pregnant. And I wonder who that is too. Hmm. Okay, let's move on to the next document. I was trying to see if I did right now on that. Okay, this is, I think, the final document before we get to the pictures. Let me. Okay. Oh, this is that. Okay, this is, yeah, the last document before the pictures. So in here on this document, it shows California Bank specimen storage account, May 9th, 2016, Jeffrey Epstein. Preserving his sperm. Is that what I'm understanding here? They were trying to impregnate these girls so that there can be another one of them out there. Some sick puppies. Yeah, it is. Clinton's son just looks like him. Yeah, we already did, Jen. You're late. We had a conversation about the Adreno stuff. You're gonna have to replay. Um, yeah, so I guess he was saving his sperm. Specimen storage agreement. And it's a New York house. Creepy. Okay, and there's another document that goes with this page. Hold please. That's just one page. Um I wonder if his sperm is still preserved in these at this bank. Specimen storage agreement. Jeffrey Epstein intends to store semen specimens here. The agreement commencing beginning the date and shall continue in effect continuously until terminated. I wonder if that was terminated. Who wants to have a JEBB? Maybe if it comes with all the money? I don't know. Sick, Melly, sick. He's a PDF file. Oh, to me, this is just normal Sunday brunch. I'm just joking, but somebody would be down for it. Prepaid storage fee. Too bad it doesn't say. At the rate for monthly storage in effect. Prepaid. We're on hell. We might as well get a giggle. I know. Okay, let's get to the pictures. I'm done with the docs for now. We'll do more docs tomorrow. I don't know why I felt the need to show you the specimen ones. I thought they were interesting. Okay, now let's get to these crazy pics. We left off here. Remember your guy? Your favorite guy. Okay. Yeah, please hit the like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It really helps. Thank you for being here. Okay. Let me just fix my setup. So this is where we left off yesterday on this data set of pictures. Here's Brunel, I'm assuming. Yeah, where is Green-Eyed today? And then I believe this is him again, right? Brunel. Here's Ghislaine having her little breakfast. Like she's not doing anything wrong. Hey, Lise, good to see you. She's just little Ghislaine. Okay, and then yuck. Yeah, I can't. I can't stand looking at her. Oh, it was her birthday, I guess. Just Lane was doing artificial insemination trying to get pregnant from Jeffrey while she was married. I don't think she has said anything. Yeah, it was her birthday. Yeah, she is next level pimp. Who are these girls behind her? What the? She's almost sicker than him, I think. You might be right. You might be onto something, Jakey. I want to know who this girl behind her is. Here's Jeffrey Epstein in his robe, his Versace robe or something. She wasn't his only pimp. She was just the only pimp that was thrown under the bus. That's right, pizza. That's right. Who's this? Here's Brunel again. Right? Jean Brunel. He's sick. He's sick. We learned yesterday, I believe it was him that died in prison. I also don't believe that. Someone took him out. Look at him all. Ugh. He's scary. This man. Who's taking these pictures? Like, I'm dying to know. Yeah, not cool. There's a lot of pictures of him. What the? Oh, um, hmm. I'm assuming this is just a worker. We were trying to figure out who this was yesterday. Okay, I don't think that's a worker. What is 𝗍𝗫𝗆𝗆 doing? Wait, are him and JE wearing the same outfit? Wait, in what pic? This one? Yeah, I suppose as long as Ghislaine stays quiet, she'll get out of prison with a boatload of money. Yeah, she'll resume her life. She's just in the kitchen here. Yeah, I wanna know who this is. Black tee, white pants. Um, the black tee, white pants is Jean Brunel. I don't see Jeffrey Epstein wearing that in the last picture. He was wearing a robe. Yeah, I'm curious to see who this guy. Oh wait, the same person. Yeah, it is. Um, Here she is with her dog. I think this is the picture where people were seeing something weird in the fridge, but I don't see it. Somebody was saying, "What is this back here?" Do you guys see a hand? Because somebody on X said that this was a hand in the refrigerator. That's not a hand, that's some fruit. It's hard to see. You would have to zoom in. He was her money for a long time. Yeah, Rebecca. Yeah, I saw this on Twitter and someone let me make this looks like a hand because of the rails, right? Yeah, I didn't see it, but then I'm like, why take a picture of her like that? Yucky, yucky, Gleam. Oh, here she is again. I don't know what's going on here. Did someone say yeah, on Twitter or X, I saw that and I'm like, I don't see it. So it's just a theory. What's this? Like, why? Why are you taking pictures of her? Too bad Jeffrey didn't want you, Elaine. Yeah, who's this guy? Does anybody recognize him? But I follow these beliefs and it's not, but I, and it's not what people think, it's people are scared of what they don't understand. I agree, pizza. I agree. Yeah, see these two guys again. We couldn't figure out who they were yesterday. And who the hell is this? Makes you wonder just how much she was let in. Maybe she doesn't know as much people think. She doesn't. Nah, I don't know. Like we said, Jeffrey had another girlfriend who 2 days before he was found dead, he signed his will over to her, like everything, a wedding ring included. So 𝗠𝗲𝗹𝗆𝗆 wasn't his only girl. And who is this man? I don't recognize anybody. Politician. Pizza says Ghislaine knew everything. Yeah. Here's Jeffrey walking with somebody. I don't know who this is. Maybe if any of you guys know who this is. Stop dropping names if it's not really the person. Don't. Um, I don't recognize him. Hey, Tyler. Jeffrey Epstein here. In sweats. Again. Must be nice. Look how beautiful it is behind him. His island. Imagine having your own island. to grape and bury children. I don't know who most stars. I'm not familiar with many American politicians and stuff. I know, I'm not either. So sorry, guys. We find out after the fact, but I don't know who this man is. This one again. After seeing that interview, it's so much more different now. Um, I did see. I don't know if it was if he was in the pictures. I don't think we've seen any pictures yet. But like I said, there's a lot. I don't think he was in the ones we saw yesterday. Um, they have a lot of confidence wearing all white. Yeah. Here's Gene again. He knew too much. Someone killed him in prison. Also, here's this guy again. Very, very looks very cool. Like they're very cool here. Gene is a freak. Mm. What's up with them always like putting on glasses and here's Jeffrey. It's wild to see him in after that interview yesterday. I don't know. That must be nice on your socks on a yacht. Sure, sure. Sure, you PDF file. I'm jelly. Look at the background. Yeah. Those glasses, I swear, don't fit his face. Those are female glasses. Are they not? Those are female glasses. And if not, my apologies. Oh, here he is. You guys want to get some pictures of him in the wind? There you go. His hair blowing in the wind. Oh, yeah. Here's this guy again. Maybe a worker? Nah, this guy looks like he's like a politician. Gene just lived there. He was obsessed with hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. He's like, I'm down for the minors and the party. Wow. Must be real nice. Oh, just have the jet stop here on my island. If these are all the employees, no thank you. Here's that guy again. He must be an employee or something. I don't know who this is. Who the hell is this? Oh, here's Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, maybe those glasses are his. I don't know. Jan brought Jan Jean Luke brought the girls. Yeah, he was a modeling agent, right? That's the freak. Yeah, that died in the prison. I think someone took him out. For reals. He didn't die. He didn't commit suicide like Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, he was the one who model agent who was found dead in a Paris cell. Just like Jeffrey, they took him out because he knew too much. Or maybe he's with Jeffrey Epstein on this island. Oh, here he is again. No thanks. Here he is again. There's Jean again. No, the island was sold. They're turning into a resort now. Really? I thought it was still in the middle of the estate. I know I read something was still being held up in the estate today. But you might know more than me. Pizza for sure. $63 million property. I wish that was mine. He purchased in 1998. I was trying to see if the case was settled. Participants, okay, victims. 105 million of the proceeds from Little St. James, which is one of the 2 islands he owned. You're probably right, pizza. Let's move on. Ew. Okay, let's get him off the screen. Here's this guy again. I'm assuming this is not a worker because he's catching. Ew. Jean, put your clothes on. I don't want to see you like this. You PDF file. Yeah, he's just having the time of his life. Ew. Can't blame him. She looks manly. He likes little girls. I know. She does. The Great Island is still under the girlfriend's control. Is it? Hi, cat Randall. Meow meow. Miss you. Good to see you. Who the hell is this? Well, I know who she is. Who's that next to her? Who is this? I know we went over this yesterday. This is David Copperfield, the magician. Has he spoken out? Is he still alive? I think we did. We looked it up. God, I can't keep up with everybody in these files. Jeez. Yeah, he's still alive. Did he say anything? Let me look. Any statements? Because Harvey from TMZ still hasn't said anything. Yeah, no, nothing. He hasn't released a statement or anything. He has a lot of explaining to do because he still has a lot of pictures with Ghislaine. You know why? I know. Please explain yourself, David Copperfield. Abracadabra magic. He doesn't look like Copperfield. Yeah, it is. It is. It's him. It's him. He's a magician. And he has very, very close relationship to Epstein and Ghislaine. Copperfield was outed with Epstein years ago. Those photos have been released before. Have they? I hadn't seen them. Wow. This? Yeah, how do you explain that? I don't really know. Um, sacrifices require proper attire. They do, Rebecca. You can't claim you weren't comfortable or know her. I mean, look at how you guys are holding each other, you know? No way. Ooh, they're in St. Bart's. I think Epstein could still be alive. I'll show you a post where they're saying he's alive. Oh, they killed an animal hunting. Look, here's Jean again. What the hell are you wearing, Jean, with Ghislaine? Hey, Bree with an E. Did they date? I don't know. I mean, it looks like it by the way they're holding each other. Sick. I think this guy in the brown shirt is somebody, but I don't know who. Oh, must be nice. His books, Jeffrey Epstein's books. I don't know what they took that picture of his desk. Oh, here he is again, Gene. They love to mock purity. Yeah, Drakey, I'm gonna do a live about that whole autopsy death thing. I was gonna do Kenzie today, but I was so consumed, so we'll do Kenzie for sure tomorrow. Who's oh, here she is with Jean. I'm assuming this is Jean in the bed. Ew, yeah, it is. When you're in the shoe, you don't get all those sheets. Mm-mm. His ear wasn't the same. There's a file in these documents, or yeah, there's a document in the files that is from the prison guard, and I was got the lawsuit and everything. We're gonna go through it. Who says that they switched out the body? Yeah. Um, what are they doing? Like wrestling? Whoa, she's down on her knee. Okay, weird. Jeffrey Epstein's right there. Oh, she's massaging Jeffrey Epstein's feet right here. Imagine being Jeffrey Epstein and you just sit there and you're like, massage my feet. Like, how nice must that be? Let's go to my island. Just sit down and massage my feet, bitch. Okay, the pics have been out for what the toes in the boob? Whoever took this is sick. Who's Jean? Jean Brunel is a model agent who was found dead in his prison cell. Also a PDF file. He's a magician. Oh wait, sorry, I'm just kidding. That's David. I'm literally have a spreadsheet going on all these people because it's insane. Jean is a model, French model scout who would scout girls and women out for Jeffrey worldwide. And then he ended up unaliving himself in the prison cell, just like Jeffrey Epstein, but I don't believe it. Someone took him out. Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me what the hell this is. She was rubbing Jeffrey Epstein's foot and it landed in her boobs. I don't know. These are in oh, okay. Um Adults only, please. Creepy. She looks real happy massaging his feet. Good for you, Ghislaine. Good for you, you nasty. Epstein's cellmate. Yeah, we covered that pizza. Remember we talked about it a little bit? The cellmate, like, was a police officer, right? Who committed murder. I noticed he never wears a shirt either. He's always in sweats and a sweatshirt. What's his face? Is that attractive to you? There's an old reporter who called him out years before. I don't know why she thought she was cute like this. Ghislaine. I hated that she was hiding out in. Yeah, Native says, thanks for reading, Melanie. Please be careful, though. This is some deep, dark shit, and some certain slight balls won't appreciate your thoughts. No, Native. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the government email that will say, stop sharing these photos. Okay, so that's the end of that photo set. Hold, please. Let me pull up the next one. Oh, damn it. Sorry, I have to go find them. Okay, now we're on 3. Oh, shoot. Did we already look at this? No, we didn't. Okay. Oh, trigger warning. I already can see something on the screen that's not appropriate. Okay. So this is the next batch of photos. We're going to go through this one. Well, yeah, we could probably get through all of this one. We'll see. Don't bring your crazy shit my way. Okay, 1B, 1, 2, 3. I don't know what this is. What is that? I don't know. Photo lineups. Okay. Item was not scanned. Description. Photo frame. Photo frame. Photo frame. Why didn't you scan it, DOJ? What does that mean? Lots of them. 1B, 1, 1B. Okay, okay. Item was not scanned. Twin torpedoes. Broken glass handle. More leg boom. Or room. Scarlett's Cabaret. The popular men's club in Florida. Scarlett's Gentlemen's Club. Is this how they scouted women? It is definitely not, but they love their into. They said, "Oh, there's just such a pretty New Hampshire house." Yeah. Item not scanned. Victoria's Secret bra. Palm Beach Police Department. Type of case: sexual battery. Date received 7/31/2019. So like a month before he killed him, 10 days before he unalived himself. Interview of redacted, scanned photos provided by redacted. Whoa. Okay, so we might not be able to tell what some of these photos are. But we get it, right? Naked females. Miscellaneous photos. Okay. Interview of USB of photographs provided by Brad Edwards from Redacted. Who's Brad Edwards? They didn't redact his name. Ooh. I wonder who this female is. I don't get this. I definitely don't get what that is either. Whoa. They only release what they want us to see. Mhm. Jean Brunel. Zorro Vegas. 65th Backyard PB Girls. Thai Moscow Girls, Africa, Hawaii, Zorro, redacted, 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 Crack Hole Proposal by Bali, Thailand, Asia, Russia, redacted, redacted, redacted nudes, yoga girls. Wow. Yeah, it had to be a sensor pic of a tattoo or of a handprint. LSJ Boat Views, Mallorca, Cancer Benefit, Jean Luck, Zorro. Oh, so those pictures we were just looking at were at Zorro? No, that looks like an island in the back. Redacted, redacted. Whoa, there's a lot redacted here. LSJ, redacted, boat, PB, miscellaneous clouds, wedding, Tucker, North Salem. I have to sneeze. Green eyed, we were asking about you earlier. Um, PB, clouds, sunset, miscellaneous, carnival. I don't know what this is like. Redacted knee, PB slash dives, Ohio horse event, Rolling Stones. Thank you, Ramon. Jeffrey Epstein, Miami Hotel, dinner, Jeffrey Epstein girls, tree frog. I guess these are just like pictures of Africa, September, Vanity Fair, Crackhole Proposal, Danny Hillis, Zorro, Ted Convelon, Alhambra, Spain, JE Glasses, Wall Street Journal. Oh, here's a photo of a girl, victim, witness. All of these are redacted because it's a girl in a bra. Wow, all of these images are like redacted. Those are labels for the pics? Yeah, I think so. Too bad they don't put them with the pics. Looking for a way out. Women tanning. Redacted, redacted. Is this him holding a little girl? I can't read what that says. Negatrons? Wow. To Jeffrey. Whatever was written here, they blacked out. That's so shady. Okay, let me pull up the next. That was very short folder. Negatives, yeah. Let me pull up the next folder. We'll start the next one and see. Hold please while I get it pulled up. Please hit the like button. Um, okay. Oh, what is this? Let's skip this one. We'll come back to that one. Because it looks like some of these are like the files, just the files. Oh, nice. Okay. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Some of these are docs, so I want to just go through the pics. Mm. Yeah, there's a lot here. Hold, please. There's a plethora of documents downloading. I didn't even know. I had to go buy a whole new hard drive for all of these Epstein photos. Those are expensive too. Um, okay, volume 9 is the one I couldn't download. So wait, what is this? Hold, please. Mm. Oh, I see. Okay, sorry. I just downloaded all the pics with the emails. Holy crap. The rest might just be documents. I thought there was more pics than that. Maybe not. Maybe I just have to download them. Yeah, the rest are just emails. Hmm. No, I know I had more pics here somewhere. Um, Hold please. Okay, yeah, a lot of these are just emails. I have to go through all of these still. Hold please. Just takes a minute for the pictures to load because it's so many. And now my computer's like running slow. Every time I go on this website, okay, maybe that was it for the files I have downloaded today. I know there's more pictures. I just have to find them. Hmm. Sorry, guys. The way these are just downloaded is so weird. Okay, here we go. It took me a minute to find them. It's the way they do it is so freaking weird. I don't know. So some of these are blurred because obviously, they're naked. A lot of naked pictures of women. What is this? And who is this? Do you see this? Looks like a guy and a girl having relationship sexual encounters. Thank you for being patient. I swear every time I'm on the DOJ website, it's like they know I'm on there. Yeah, who the hell is this? No, seriously, I was looking through the pictures and it says like file not available and I'm like, I just looked that up like before I came on here. What do you mean? Why are you shutting me down? What the Whoa, these are the type of pictures they were taking, you guys. Look how tiny she is. It's sick, green-eyed. They're boinking. Not funny because it's probably a child, but funny that you said boinking. I have no who the hell is this? What kind of shit is this? Yo, who is that? It's blurred where we can't tell. Massage? This is sick, you guys. Sick. Hamster? This is what he was looking up or what he was uploading. Mm, yeah, all of these are big movie. I don't get it. Was this like stuff he was looking at? No, because if he was, maybe it was corn. I know that first picture with the girl was definitely looked like it was in his house. Yeah, see? Oh. Oh my goodness. That's a prawn site. Ramon says that's effed up. They cover everyone else, but not the brother. This is not from a computer. The other ones might have been, but this is Jeffrey Epstein right there. What is he doing? Please do not ask me. I do not know. Wow. I'm screaming. Wait, did I turn these upside down? I think I did because the other one was upside down. What the hell? What is this? Corn? They were making their own corn? Yeah, this is definitely. Whoa. So maybe he was saving these? I have no words. Why is this on here? I don't know. Don't ask me. They put him in here like this. Sick Fs. I just have no comment, man. No comment. Whoa. Some of these are like from the corn website, but some are mixed in with their own pictures. I wonder if they were like recreating the scenes. Whoa. 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 See, like this one looks like it's at his house. I don't really know what to say about any of these. Okay. I'm assuming he saved all of these pictures. This one is from his house, though. Like, look at this. They threw in a few from the house that were mixed in with his stash. I have no words. No freaking words. They really gave us everything, eh? Even his corn searches. Okay. I think we had enough of that. What the? I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to show you guys this. Well, I did, but it's only because they're on the DOJ website. I don't know what to tell you guys. Oh yeah, it was his corn searches. Because it says it right here, all the websites linked. Sick. Let me see what else I have for tonight. Okay, I have a couple of videos that I want to play. These are just so dark. Okay, so this is before being murdered in Barcelona. John McAfee told the world, quote unquote, know that if I hang myself like Epstein, it won't be by my fault. One of these last messages before being found dead. And he had a lot to do, I think, with Jeffrey Epstein as well. So let me play this. John McAfee, he is the one who discovered the computer program, you know, no viruses, et cetera, right? Am I tripping? Yeah, McAfee antivirus software. Imagine that they create a virus to put into your computers and then they create a program to clean it up, and then he's dead, allegedly by suicide, hanging in a Spanish prison. So that's Jean, Luke on the pics, and then John Epstein, Gabriella, who claims she went missing after the eating humans, Virginia Giuffre, all alleged suicide. Let's watch this video. Oh, sorry.
Few of you may be living an existence of dissatisfaction, maybe even a sense of emptiness, a sense of longing, a yearning that doesn't seem to be filled, even though you may try with entertainment, sex, and drugs, though I have nothing against those. They don't fill that yearning. You may be waking up every day wanting more, but not knowing what it is that you want. It's those few of you that I'd like to address right now. This sense of longing, this sense of yearning, this sense of not being satisfied is really your loss of freedom. And it is freedom for which you yearn. And you have none in this government. A government of the American people, which started out with the people being free and the government being our servants. It has become the government is free and secret and veiled in darkness. And it is the people that are the servants. You must see the truth of this, your yearning, your longings, your sense of dissatisfaction that cannot be filled with stuff, with cars, with money. No matter how much you have, that sense of dissatisfaction remains. Please, you have woken up to your reality. That is what you are feeling. Wake up a bit more and do something about it. Raise your voice.
Isn't that creepy? So John, the creator of McAfee antivirus software, frequently spoke about Jeffrey Epstein's death, arguing it was a murder rather than suicide. following his own death by hanging in a Spanish prison in 2021, which was officially ruled unaliving. The circumstances drew parallels to Epstein's case due to McAfee's previous comments and a 2019 tweet predicting that if he unalived himself, he was actually whacked. I just thought that video was really creepy. Yeah, this stuff goes deep, you guys. This stuff goes deep. Let's watch oh, here it is. You know that ovulation email that we were reading earlier? Trying to have a kid or many, the below email is exchange an ovulation calendar. Yeah, okay. Remember we were talking about Alfred the butler too? We found a list, some of the list. Let me share. Oh, this is another video I wanted to share. Hold, please. This one just was released today, and people are wondering who this man is in this picture, in this video. Watch at the end. Who is that? They missed a little bit of the redaction. Does anybody recognize this man? The DOJ did not redact properly. I need to take a picture of this actually on my phone. Does anybody recognize who this is? I don't believe he unalived himself. The McAfee guy. They didn't redact this. A screenshot. It hasn't been working. I did. I tried to AI image search that and it wouldn't. It says nothing found. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about it. It says it's just a person in the video. But they didn't redact it appropriately. He looks familiar. I know. Thank you, Ramon. I appreciate you. It's funny because in this video they try to redact. Look, they redact the woman next to him. Maybe they didn't mean to redact him, or maybe they messed up. It's like the Brian Koberger case. They claim they messed up, but I think it's done intentionally. Whoever that is. Shady. Okay, let me see. I have an interview with the prime minister, but that one's really long, so I might have to save that for another live. Okay, let's watch this video. So this video that we're gonna watch right now, this clip, it's listen to Jeffrey Epstein talk about how Trump can persuade anyone to believe his lies and BS. He says Trump can go up to a fat girl and tell her she's beautiful and make her believe it. He also says that Trump had a scalp reduction and hair plugs. He also says he will cheat on everyone. Listen carefully.
How do you know this? He has a sense of humor and can be funny.
Correct. His ability to sell. It's very much like Clinton. Both Bill and Donald have the ability to go over to a fat, ugly woman. So you are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
She probably doesn't have scalp reduction.
together, same male pattern woman that we all have. There's not a horrible human being. Does nasty things with best friends' wives. Anyone who first tries to gain your trust and then uses it to benefit. Charming.
I can't really hear it, and I can't do captions on that. So sorry if you can't really hear it. But that was Jeffrey Epstein talking about Trump. Okay, so some people are saying also that Ghislaine Maxwell has to be involved with or looks familiar to someone involved in the Madeleine McCann case. Or McCann, this. This is one of the sketches. And this is one of the sketch of the portraits of one of the suspects in Madeleine McCann's disappearance. What do you guys think? Does it look like Ghislaine? I saw that. I know. Yeah. Crazy, right? The people that took Madeleine described the Podesta brothers. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get ready to do a deep dive on that. It's a lot. It looks just like her almost, huh? I know. I had to share that. Okay. Let's see. That is crazy. Crazy. Okay, let me share this picture of Jeff Epstein. I need to pull up these images. Okay, these are inappropriate, so get ready for it. It's sick, and this girl's not redacted. What is this? Ew. If that's not his granddaughter, which I don't think he had kids, who is that little girl? And then what is this? Can you guys see that? It's Jeffrey Epstein biting a little girl's butt. Why is her face not redacted? Maybe that's a good question to ask the DOJ. Zoom in on this. What is this? What is wrong with this monster? Dude. It's hard because Jeffrey Epstein is like really smart. And after that interview tomorrow, I have a different level of respect for him. But then I see this and I'm like, what the? I don't get it. Wood chipper. I'm absolutely disgusted that the people involved in our government do this type of shit. Because you're not going to tell me this is a coincidence. What's up with all these kids around? Yeah, I saw that, Richie. Good to see you, love. 1997. Who are all these kids around them? Where are they? Did the DOJ look into this after these pics? Like, clearly not. Are they missing? Are these children missing? Where are these children? Cool. You drop all these pictures. Cool. And then there's these files. But are those Donnie's kids? I don't think so. It's really wild, you guys. It really is. Why these adults need to be around so many children unless it's Disney, which Disney was involved. Um, I don't get it. I don't get it. There's a couple more videos I think I want to show you guys. One sec, please. Because there's more documents we'll be going through as well. It's disgusting. This is a taped phone call. Woody Allen, who appears in these Epstein files, he abused his own 7-year-old adopted daughter. This is an expert from Mia Farrow's recording to Woody. His ex, Mia Farrow, leaked the recording, quote unquote, and she's not okay, Woody. She walks around the house holding her vagina. She sleeps with me. She's afraid of you and you hurt her.
Because you will not let me kill you. You have to. It's way beyond that now. What you've done to Suni, what you've done to Dylan, what you've done to Dylan. Dylan's a baby. How could you do that to her? I don't know anything of the kind. I know what Dylan tells me. You've told me nothing but lies. Dylan tells the truth inconsistently. No, I don't know that, Woody. I've always been worried about you and Dylan. And I didn't know the doctor had to report this to the authorities. I didn't know that. I went just to be sure she was all right. And she's not all right, Woody. She walks around the house holding her vagina. She sleeps with me. She's scared of you. And you hurt her. I feel pretty guilty myself that I wasn't there to protect her. She said, Mama, you didn't help me. She said, Daddy shouldn't have done that. He shouldn't have hurt me like that. If you hurt her, you would weep inside. And you would just want to be dead. Because I don't know how you can live with what you did.
Arrest this man. What the hell is wrong with this world? He has yet to be charged with pedophilia to this day. No comment, dude. That's fucked up. Excuse my French. That's anyways. This video is Jeffrey Epstein alongside a young girl. Ew. I don't believe there's sound to this. Ew. Wow, he's like pulling down her shirt, putting his hand in her shirt. What the? Yo. This was actually in one of the files. Yeah, the latest Epstein files release. Here's another video of him with his herpes. He's just flaunting them because he knows he can do whatever he wants, which is nasty on him. Like, what's up with his mouth here? Ew. I know, I'm showing you guys just random little things. Yuck. I don't want to see that ever again in my life. Okay, this one is crazy. So this next clip is a very famous politician will enter the room, and there's a room with a young female. I can't. That's a child. I can't deal. This next clip is a man at the beach at the okay, so let me make this one. I don't think we can see who the man is at the end of this video. Who is that? Was he in the pictures? That was in the Epstein files. In that room, there were several children for people to choose from. Ew. Yeah, abuelita. It's disgusting. Legit monsters. Okay, here's a video thread where people are saying that Jeffrey Epstein is alive. Does this look like him? 2 days after he was found. No, rewind. Hey, Lapadora, good to see you. Does that look like him? I hope you feel better, Green-eyed. Somebody farted on his pillow. Yeah, I know. Lapadora, it's disgusting. Does that look like Jeffrey Epstein? This picture was taken by a drone 2 days after he was found dead in his cell, allegedly. Is that who it was? The Dugard guy? That's what I was thinking too, Rebecca. What's his name? Let me look it up. Joshua James Dugar. It looked like him, huh? Okay, so now let's watch this clip of, I think it was a drone, the footage of Jeffrey Epstein. This was like activity, I guess, that day that he got caught on. That's him, allegedly. I mean, in the picture, I think it could be him. They're out his property, so how beautiful is that? Wow. Ooh. And to think that PDF files get this. Oh my gosh, I know. His brother, I can show you what he looks like. Mark. It says wealth of Jeffrey. Mark Epstein's ties to his brother include condominiums in New York, once owned by retail guru Leslie Wexner. This is what his brother looks like. Could be his brother. I don't know. I wouldn't doubt if it was him. That's him. That's Jeffrey Epstein's brother. Beauty can be deceptive, lesson learned. Exactly. So that's Jeffrey Epstein's brother right there. Let me see if I have more clips that I was going to show you guys for tonight. We'll continue the files tomorrow, like I said. His brother agrees that he doesn't think Jeffrey Epstein is dead, but then I think, I don't know. I have my... Okay, this video is, I don't know who this man is. Let me see. Everyone called him insane. He tried to warn you. Steven Spielberg. This clip of Steven Spielberg. Let's watch. Oh, wait. No, this isn't Steve Spielberg. This is 𝗏𝗵𝗆. He's talking about Steven Spielberg. My bad. And all of them.
Is a pedophile. Oh, I'm not going to talk about Tom Hanks either, who is also a pedophile. There's this girl, Sarah Ruth Ashcraft, on Twitter, who has been accusing Tom Hanks of raping her when she was 13. Her dad sold her to Tom Hanks. It is so rampant. It is so bad. But watch for the symbolism, because these people out themselves.
This is Isaac 𝗏𝗵𝗆, RIP to him as well.
With the symbols. The very top levels, these people are just sick and psycho. Look into the Rothschild family. You heard it's cannibals. Yeah, there is cannibalism. The higher you go, the more sick it gets. A lot of people are kind of born into this. They grow up in it. They are abused. And through the abuse, especially as a child, you can break someone's subconscious mind. Look into MK Ultra. It's music, it's film, it's art. Look into Marina Abramovich. Is Oprah a pedophile? Well, let's see. Hanks, Weinstein. I mean, the company she keeps, as rich as she is, I have a feeling she is very high up in the cult. And this, make no mistake, this is a cult. There is a widespread cult that is worldwide, and it's fucking bad.
So remember how I said earlier that everyone associated with Jeffrey Epstein dies, claims of unaliving themselves? This man is also claimed to have unalived himself. You think the people involved in Jeffrey Epstein and people exposing him just unalive themselves? Like Virginia? This guy who we just watched, 𝗏𝗵𝗆, Isaac 𝗏𝗏𝗆, he jumped from allegedly from a bridge. Right before his death, he posted a rambling message on Instagram captioned, "Beware the man that has nothing to lose, for he has nothing to protect." In his post, he apologized for his past actions, admitted to struggling with alcohol, and confessed to not being a good guy. In 2018, 𝗏𝗏𝗆 was investigated by LAPD for allegedly assaulting Paris, the daughter of Michael Jackson. 𝗏𝗏𝗆 gained attention with the Anon conspiracy theory community for making unsubstantiated allegations of pedophilia against several celebrities like Tom Hanks and Seth Green. People following his death claim there's suggested foul play. He had to go. Yeah, that video itself right there is like, let's watch this video on Adreno. I didn't want to say the word because it's the Illuminati rug. This one's like 5 minutes long, so let's watch. Guys, this is wild. Wild.
Enter adrenochrome, the rumored secret Illuminati drug. Technically, it's a chemical compound produced in the human body when adrenaline oxidizes. Adrenochrome is known to cause extreme hallucinations and feelings of empowerment and euphoria. How is the chemical extracted? A victim is terrorized, either being tortured or knowing they're going to be sacrificed, increasing the amount of adrenaline that is flowing through their body.
Children would be perfect for this.
They're then killed, and the adrenochrome is collected with a syringe from the base of the neck or spinal column. A human victim only produces around 10 cc's of adrenochrome, so once it's collected, the drug can be sold on the deep black market and corners of the dark web at exorbitant prices.
Adrenochrome is created by the pineal gland when a human is fearing for their life. It is said to stop the aging process or slow down the aging process. Until someone stops using it, then they rapidly age to the age that they should look, or worse. It's very popular in the elite Illuminati circles. The cabal learned that children were the best extraction source for the highest potency adrenochrome. The younger, the better. As people get older, the concentration and the potency of the adrenochrome declines, and the more terrified a person was determined how potent the adrenochrome that their pineal gland created. It's probably the most expensive drug in the world, and very rare. Because it is so very expensive, only the richest people, celebrities, billionaires, can afford it.
Whether human or animal, blood sacrifice has long been part of the rituals of many cultures, and it was discovered that after consuming the fresh adrenaline-saturated blood of a terrified victim, participants would experience a type of high off of the adrenaline, which could include increased senses, hallucinations, and feelings of euphoria, sometimes assigning a supernatural causality to the effects. Eventually, the precise timing was worked out, so that the victim would be killed at the moment the maximum amount of adrenaline had been pumped into the body. This knowledge was passed down through secret societies, ancient mystery schools, and intergenerational satanic cults.
When they torture the children, it causes a physical reaction of the endomorphins in your body to just increase because of the terror and the pain. So when the Satanists drink the blood, they actually get like a chemical, a high, like a drug high from the blood of a tortured victim.
These entities are feeding off human energy. And one of the things that they do is when they're sacrificing somebody, Satanists and the bloodlines, they'll drink the blood because when the terror reaches a certain point in the ritual, a certain adrenaline goes in the blood, which gives these people a high. I mean, sick is not the word. But on another level, an energetic level, the entities are feeding off the energy coming off of terror and fear.
Most satanic sacrifices include some consumption of the blood, and possibly even body parts. Even more disturbingly, some of these groups make a point of preferring the blood of children, believing it to be more potent. Another reason the elite drink children's blood is for its known rejuvenating effects. Why do you think some of these old Illuminati Satanists live so long?
It turns out that drinking children's blood is an anti-aging device. This is just really sick and disgusting, but it's a fact. It's a chemical fact. And if you drink adrenalized children's blood, which is to say you terrorize the child, not just with sodomy, but with torture and with other satanic ritual things. If you adrenalize the child's blood before you kill them and drink their blood, this is a doubly effective anti-aging device. You can also harvest children's bone marrow. So children are being killed for their bone marrow as an anti-aging device for the elite. I don't make this stuff up. It's gone on throughout history. This is not new.
I always wonder if, like, do you see Jennifer Lopez and freaking Kim Kardashian? They don't look like they age at all.
Today, many of the satanic
Why are we covering this? Because it is mentioned in the Epstein files.
elite are addicted to drinking adrenalized blood.
Any animal that is tortured at the time of its death secretes all this adrenochrome. And that is this power, it's a drug.
I believe they keep on doing it until they can retrieve whatever they can.
It is a drug. And these people are addicted to it. And they also believe, anyway, that they have increased power. And perhaps they do.
Numerous survivors have attested to satanic sects engaging in ritualistic consumption of adrenalized blood, experiencing a high from the adrenaline.
When they go to murder a child, they make sure the child is terrified, so they pump the adrenaline through the blood. And they like to drink that blood, and they're addicted to adrenaline, a lot of them. So there's actually a science, when you analyse it, there's a science behind their madness.
There were 26 biolabs set up by the CIA in Ukraine. Over 2/3 of the 26 were not set up for making dangerous gain of research pathogens, but was the hub of, you guessed it, adrenochrome production. Ukraine was the hub of one of the most abundant human traffickings.
They could get this liquid from children experiencing trauma. That's how you get it, because of the adrenaline. It's sick. Exactly, Rebecca. If your blood holds memory, if you know and you understand this, you know it's true.
Spots on the planet. That should shock the world.
I'm not a
He's one of the most
conspiracy
corrupt.
theorist. I'm really not. I don't do politics. I'm not like a conspiracy theorist type of channel, type of person. But I believe
countries
this.
on the planet. The brutal truth is that Ukraine was the biggest producer of adrenochrome in the world. This will explain why all the secrecy and why 90% of all the paid mercenaries have walked off their jobs recently. And some have even shifted sides to help the Alliance of Nations. And Ukraine is defeated. So this is a big part of the puzzle that is being revealed to the world. You're going to hear about it from others. I wonder how many of the US-funded biolabs was actually making this adrenochrome product. This was for the most expensive drug on the planet. And they also got a way to make its generic form, synthetic adrenochrome. And I want you to guess what is the most popular used drug to cut the synthetic adrenochrome with. You guessed it, fentanyl. So it all ties together. It's the biggest
Excuse me?
cover-up about Ukraine, guys. And what makes it so terrible is that these criminals, these demons, were actually funding all of this with your money. And I'm not just talking about American money, money from all over the world. All these countries that the intelligence agencies are in and the cabal is in have been
Oh, look who's there, Biden.
using your money to do their dirt and make more money. They steal your money to put it into opportunities should I say?
Documents expose Barack Obama ordered construction of biolabs in Ukraine to create dangerous pathogens.
To create an industry that makes them trillions of dollars each year. And I'm not going to get into the pain and suffering of all the human trafficking. When Americans find this out, they're going to be pretty pissed off also. So prepare yourself, guys. It's a sad day for this world that we allowed these few, just a small group of idiots, criminals, to conduct human trafficking, torture, and the production of a drug. All I know is that in its original form, it comes from torture, and mostly of small children.
And FENT, I mean, what is that right now in the United States? It's the drug that's killing everyone. Oh, but it's connected to the chrome. That's another deep dive we can do on its own because it's outrageous. Oh, why I mentioned it is because allegedly Jeffrey Epstein and people around him were purchasing it and or creating it. So it's very expensive. And like they said, you can get it on the black market. Somebody mentioned earlier the Eyes Wide Shut film. I want to do a watch party on that, but Stanley Kubrick, he depicted some of the sacrificial rituals performed by the elite, which coincide with what is revealed in the Epstein files. The man who created this movie, Eyes Wide Shut, died at his home a few days after filming the movie. So again, another person exposing has died in his home. So I checked today about watching a movie party on that, and I don't think we will be copyrighted. Even if we are, I don't really care. It's just one live. I'm willing to watch it. I know YouTube doesn't like me talking about this because they sent me an email yesterday, but I don't care. They also changed the ending of the movie. So let's watch this clip of the Eyes Wide Shut. I haven't seen it, and I need to see it now in relation to all of this stuff going on. Let's watch. This is a 45-minute clip.
Listen, Bill, I don't think you realize what kind of trouble you were in last night. Who do you think those people were? Those were not just ordinary people. If I told you their names, I'm not going to tell you their names, but
if I did, I don't think you would sleep so well. Should we watch it? What did they say today? They sent me like an email. At first they were like, you cannot be monetized on this video because I brought up probably Jeffrey Epstein. And then I did an appeal and they were like, fine. But I'm like, it's in the government files. That's usually what I tell them. I'm like, listen, I got these off the government website. So you better retract that. So we're all good, but it's just a way of silencing people. Really, truly, I believe that. It's weird sometimes the shit you get flagged on for YouTube. It's politics. It's politics. I cannot say anymore because here I am on YouTube, but well, I can actually. I can say whatever the fuck I want. But yeah, it's a bunch of politics as well. I had another clip. Tomorrow we'll continue with a little bit of the deeper, darker stuff. I think we'll get into more of the documents, and I'm going to find more of the pictures. I know I have a file of them, so we'll definitely go through those. I think that might be it for the clips tonight. There's a lot of documents we're going to be going through for sure. I didn't realize I had downloaded all the documents into one file, so Well, I'm going to look through them and make sure it's not stuff we've covered. We'll look into the death on a separate live. We'll also do Rothschild on a separate live. We'll also do probably another one on the 𝗠𝗲𝗹𝗆𝗆 if I can get away with it. And we have an interview with the Prime Minister that we covered earlier. Look at this picture too, by the way. I want to show you guys this Melania with 𝗠𝗲𝗹𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗍. Girls, Ghislaine, Melania. They have distracted us to fight over political parties to keep busy. When you wonder to yourself, where do you get the shit that makes up the horror genre? Well, there's an answer. Yeah, we can. But he's all over YouTube. I think, I don't know, Evie. I don't know. I don't know if they're doing it to everyone covering Epstein files, because there's a lot of CSAM and stuff, but they took care of it right away, which I appreciated. But I'm like, I don't think I did anything wrong when other people are covering it as well. So why me? I don't know. I don't know. I really wish I had the answer to that, because that would be interesting. I would like to know if other creators who are covering this are getting those warnings as well. I'm not very good with warnings, and I'm not usually very good at people telling me what to do. So there's that, which explains my past as well. So there's a 3.5-hour conversation with Jeffrey Epstein, where the Prime Minister of Israel provides an intriguing insight into the racist nature of the Israeli state. I kind of want to get through that, but politics. This is the other post I wanted to show you. So this is before we end it. This post was, we're going to dive deeper into this topic as well with Jeffrey Epstein's death. This is one of the guards that was eventually sued, and then charges were eventually dropped. Why? Well, we know why. We know why. So this is a post from the guard that was involved in Jeffrey Epstein's death, and he posted it on 4chan. I believe. And it says, "Not saying anything after this. Please do not try to dox me. But last night after 04:15 count, they took him in medical in a wheelchair, front cuffed, but not one triage nurse says they spoke to him. Next thing we know, a trip van shows up. We do not do releases on the weekends unless a judge orders it. Next thing we know, he's put into a single man cell and hangs himself, ? Here's the thing. The trip van did not sign, and we did not record the plate number. And a guy in a green dressed military outfit was in the back of the van, according to the tower guy who let him through the gate. You guys, I am shaking right now, but I think they switched him out." That was on August 10th, 2019, the day that Jeffrey Epstein died, or allegedly hung himself. And thank you, Eep, for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Thanks, Native, for being here. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member. I'm going to be revamping the members only content this weekend, so stay tuned. It'll be worth it. Take 4chan posts with a grain of, I know, I do, but you're right, Pizza. 4chan isn't very reliable, but I got the lawsuits and a couple of other things that I'm deep dive putting together, and I don't know if I believe that was Jeffrey Epstein. I know I'm starting to sound like a conspiracy theorist. It's not really my intention, to be honest. And I'm really not. But this stuff is just wild. Okay, so we're going to end there. Yesterday I did 5 hours. We're already on 3. Love the Mellyverse. Yes, thank you, Abuelita. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to all of you guys for another long live. Don't you even worry. We're still going deep into it. I have lawsuits on lawsuits on lawsuits too, that I don't know that anybody has gone through them like that. I definitely most likely will. There's lawsuits from victims, companies involved with Jeffrey Epstein. Some of that stuff can be boring and repetitive, but we should go through it. I think it's important if it's in the DOJ files. So I think that would be good to go through those documents. And I have the lawsuits from the guards as well. So we'll do a deep dive on that. Crazy. And I'll find the remainder of the pictures so we can continue that tomorrow night. So tomorrow night I will schedule another Epstein live. I did not do 𝗠𝗲𝗃 today, but my goal is to do a 𝗠𝗲𝗃 text message reading tomorrow. If you missed the earlier live, we talked about Musk, the 𝗝𝗃 murders, Jill Biden's husband, ex-husband, and who else did we cover? Oh, and Nancy Guthrie case, missing Nancy Guthrie. So I will be dropping a couple videos tonight, I believe, maybe some shorts, and I might do a 𝗠𝗲𝗃 call video tonight. So definitely keep your eye out for that. Turn on your notifications. But what if something is in it? Great idea, Melly. Yes, yes. I started looking into the guards. I don't know why my computer's lagging. I started looking into the guards that were involved, and there's a possibility of a deep dive there because it gets crazy. And thank you, Vanjie. I appreciate you. I know I'm lagging a little bit now. So good thing we're ending it. But thank you, Vanjie. I appreciate you very much for the super chat. Love and appreciate you too. Have a good night. Yes, everyone hit the like button on the way out. Thanks, Eat, for becoming a member. Good night to all of you guys. Keep your eye out for the live schedule for tomorrow. Hit the like button on the way out. We will continue to cover Jeffrey Epstein until I no longer can. And like I said, they're removing files, but I'm working on my end to get them all downloaded. So shout out to you guys for being here. I love and appreciate you guys. They were not BOP employees. Exactly, agent. Exactly. Thank you, Ruth, for being here. Robert, abuelitas, you're the best. Serious Chit too. Well, they're removing files. They removed a lot of the Trump files. So we cannot have that. Off topic, but they seized Savannah Guthrie's sister's car. They did? No. If you watch my earlier live, I said it's family related. And I wonder if it's the brothers. I even said a comment like Nick Reiner vibes. And then I felt guilty because I was like, ooh, I shouldn't have said that. But why do I feel guilty if it's the truth? That is crazy. If it was one of them, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I might have to drop a short if that's right. Who gave me that information? Thank you, Ramon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Somebody just said it in the chat. Technically, everyone is cloned, especially with your digital. They cloned me? There's another me out there? Oh my God. If you told my parents that, they would be like, what the? They couldn't handle it. They just couldn't handle it. Yeah, I know. I'll have to do a short on that. There's a couple of things that just dropped too before I went live. So I might do a short or a video tomorrow. I said I thought it was, yeah, Alicia, we did. I think you and I might have been, why not? What happened? No, missed the update. Abuelita, you have to watch the live from earlier. I did like a live on 4 different cases. The 𝗝𝗃 murders, autopsy, and then that. I feel like there's a lot of like evil things coming out, people being exposed, which good. Those powerful people should be exposed. But I worry. I worry for us, the future, society. It's on Banfield, is it? Okay. Okay. Well, whatever you do, please do not go on the black market and buy any chrome, because do not do it. Okay? Do not do it. Actually, Melanie, I actually know someone who looks exactly like you. Her name is Celia Rams. Really? Like on YouTube or in real life? I'm gonna replay right now. I caught some driving home. It's good, abuelita. It's good. I covered all the segments today from Law and Crime and stuff. So You guys have a good night. I love you very much and appreciate you for being here and supporting me. I will see you guys tomorrow. Keep your eye out for videos if I drop them tonight. Shout out to my mods, my friends. Love you guys too. Hit the like button on your way out. And like I said, don't buy any Chrome. Don't believe anything they say unless it comes from the government. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.